Hello, Revere, and welcome to our Revere Veterans and Community Show. Today we have two great special guests. First of all, we have Buddy Mangini. Buddy, welcome to the show.
Welcome. Thank you, Morris.
Buddy is General Chairman of the East Boston Columbus Day Parade, which will be held October the 12th, 2014 on Sunday. And usually the East Boston Parade is held every even year to the closest Sunday of Columbus Day. So, again, Buddy, thank you for coming.
Thank you for the invite, Morris. It's a pleasure to be here.
Over on Buddy's left, we have a young lady by the name of Sherri Raftery. Sherri, welcome to Revere and welcome to the Community Veterans Show.
Great being here.
And Sherri is community liaison to the General Chairman, Buddy Mangini. So, Buddy, since you are the General Chairman, why don't you start off first and tell us something about the Columbus Day?
All right. First of all, I want to thank you, Morris, for allowing me to be here today and to speak a little about our upcoming parade, which is again on Sunday, October 12th. We have a great parade. The parade that we have every other year is sponsored by the City of Boston and the East Boston Veterans Council. And, of course, our honorary Chief Marshal this year is the Honorable Martin J. Walsh, and we have a very dynamic Chief Marshal this year, who is Francesco Urena, the Commissioner of Veteran Services for the City of Boston, and we're honored to have him as our Chief Marshal this year. And he is a young, dynamic man that's working very hard towards making this a great success. We have, the way it looks this year, we have a great 4-division parade, and we're looking for anybody that would like to help us and to be in the parade. If you have anything that you would like to sponsor or be in the parade, feel free to get in touch with me, which I will give you my phone number, which is 857-615-2549. We also have a great week leading up to the parade, which we have a lot of functions and going on in the community, and I'd just like to, if we could highlight them a little and tell you what's going on.
Go ahead.
Okay. Starting off on September the 20th, we have our fundraiser, which we need to support the parade. It's called the Dueling Pianos, and it's going to be from 6 to 10 p.m., and it will be held at the Don Orione home in East Boston on Gladstone Street. We'll start off with a deluxe Italian buffet and also the show, the Dueling Pianos, and the cost of the tickets is $40, so I think that kind of covers everything and makes it affordable to the people. Then on Wednesday, we're going to bring back our traditional jail day, and that'll be in Central Square by the East Boston Social Center. And anybody that's interested, please get in touch. To have any warrants, please get in touch with Clark Malayson. Okay, on Saturday, the 4th of October, we're going to have our traditional pageant, and that's going to be held at the Suffolk Downs Topsider Room. Okay? And then leading off, on Sunday the 5th of October, we have our traditional Columbus Day Mass at 8:30 at the Sacred Heart Parish. Feel free to participate with us there. And on Wednesday the 8th of October, we'll have our spaghetti luncheon, and that'll be at Spinelli's for our seniors here in East Boston. And then on Friday, the 10th of October, is our traditional Columbus Day banquet where we will honor our Chief Marshal, which, as I said, is Francesco Urena, and also our Veteran of the Year this year, which is George Gambale. And on Sunday, the morning of the parade, we have our traditional thank you breakfast at Spinelli's. And, of course, then, after that's over, we go to the parade grounds to fall in for our parade. So
thank you.
That is all our activities. And if anybody would like, please contact me.
Before we continue, because you have a whole load of activities, well, I want to get this young lady something to say. Okay. Now, Mrs. Raftery, okay, yes. Since you're the community liaison to the gentleman on your right, tell us something what you do for the Columbus Day Parade.
What I've been doing is posting it on social media, so you'll see it on Facebook. I'm kind of announcing it on our website, Constant Contact, letting folks know we have flyers at the office. Then when folks, I'm emailing applications, registration forms, and they're coming in through faxes and emails, or they're walking them in, and then I'm putting a book together with Buddy so that we can coordinate the lineup. And so anybody that needs anything, a registration form, they can also email me at info@eastbostonchamber.org, or you can call the office, 617-569-5000 at the East Boston Chamber. We'll be happy to get you connected. If you wanted to be a volunteer or be in the parade, you're welcome.
If they want to contact you, can they use your cell phone too if they want to?
They could. I prefer if they use the office for now. And then there are some people that do have my cell, so that's fine. I mean, I can use either
She
way.
has her email. Give your email.
Email info@eastbostonchamber.org, 617-569-5000, Chamber office, and fax is 617-569-1945.
Right. Now, Sherri, I got to ask you, how long have you been doing this with Mr. Mangini?
Well, Buddy brought me on. I joined the Chamber in 2012, March, and that year was the year that they were working on the parade, so Buddy had me help him do things in the background, basically. And so I've been able to learn the ropes. And then last year we helped Revere Columbus Day Parade. As you know, we were on your show last year.
Right.
So we were helping coordinate. We went out to the meetings and whatever they needed. And so that was pretty exciting. So we're never off, basically. This year we're working on ours. We also were in the North End Parade. So the North End Boston Parade goes the same year that Revere goes. So like we went from one parade to the next. So
that's good.
Yeah, we're busy. It's fun.
Now, Buddy, you did something this year that has never been done on any Columbus Day Parade in Revere or even in the United States of America. You're bringing over from the old country, Italy, I believe 60 policemen?
Right.
Yay, Buddy.
Italian policemen.
Italian police officers.
Right.
Actually, about a week ago, I received a call from Superintendent Frank Mancini of the Boston Police Department, and he says, I have a group of police officers, Italian police officers, coming over from Italy, and they're going to be here at the time of our events and parade. He said they would love to be in the parade. I said to him, my response was, consider it done. We're happy to have and honored to have these police officers with us. Because our theme this year of the Columbus Day Parade is a thank you and a salute to our first responders all over for all the great work that they do, and for all our veterans and service men and women that are all across the country. We're going to honor them. This is our theme this year.
Good.
Yep.
And also, I would just like to make mention that this year is the 100th anniversary of the state Sons of Italy here in Massachusetts.
Oh, wow.
And we'd like to honor them, and hopefully they will be in our parade this year. And our state president, Carmelita Bella, we've had conversation and hope it's going to transpire.
Good.
But congratulations to all the state officers of the Sons of Italy.
Yeah. You want to announce them?
And also, I did Carmelita. She's
Good.
Oh, that's right.
And I'm glad you brought your own little orchestra with you.
Yeah. Sorry, I should have left it in the camera.
That's
fine.
Hey, it brightens up the place. It's good to have it
add
over
a
here.
little zest to it.
Buddy, you have a list of people that are going to be in the parade.
Right.
Let us have them.
Okay. So far right now, we have of course, all our elected officials that are running. We have a lot of military color guards coming in for the different veterans organizations throughout the state. And also we have signed up approximately right now about 15 bands that will be coming in from all the New England states here. We'll have this state of Vermont represented by a band. We have 2 bands coming in from the state of New Hampshire. We have a band.
All the 6 New England states will be ready?
All the 6 New England states. We have 2 bands coming in from Rhode Island, and we have 1 band coming in from Connecticut, and we have about 10 bands coming in from the state of coming in from the state of Massachusetts.
That's fantastic.
And also we're going to be having the Shriners, which will be coming in, and they're a division right in themselves, and we thank the East Boston Savings Bank, and they are doing the sponsorship of the Shriners. We'll have about 500 Shriners coming in from all over the state.
Right.
Along with their vehicles, fire trucks, marching units, bands, etc.
That's
Antique
great.
cars.
That's great. Now, let me get to you, because you gave me a good history lesson before we went on the air. No, you did. You told me that the Sons of Italy are celebrating their 100th anniversary this year. So take it away.
Okay. As I said, the Sons of Italy are celebrating in Massachusetts their 100th anniversary this year, and we'll be honored to have them in the parade. I have spoken to the state president who called me the other day, Carmelita Bello, who is doing a great job, and she's putting it out to all the affiliate lodges in Massachusetts if they would like to participate in the parade. And of course, we'll honor them that day with a congratulations as they come by the reviewing stand.
Right. I just want to change the subject for one minute, buddy, if I
Sure.
may. You did, and Mrs. Raftery here did a beautiful job on the Kiwanis Club that you had out there in Salem Willows for the East Boston seniors.
Yes.
Right.
I happened to be there as your guest. I want to thank you, first of all, for inviting me as your guest.
You're entirely welcome.
But second of all, you did an excellent, both of you did a terrific job, because when I spoke to the people out there,
Yeah.
they were tickled pink. So I want to say, again, thank you for inviting
Good.
me. And
Glad
thank
you
for
came.
inviting me.
Great
And
Glad
having
you
you.
came.
And you, I want to thank you for feeding me.
That's all right.
And you got 2 ice creams.
I got 2 ice creams.
So you had a fun full day, and the weather
Right.
was with us.
Can I
and
tell them
everything else.
something about the Kiwanis
Sure,
Club?
sure.
Absolutely.
Go right ahead.
Folks, I got to tell you, they did a beautiful job, because what they did is they rented a boat. I could say they rented a boat. We had about 85 or 90 people on that boat.
Yeah, close to
and they
100.
took us for a ride down to see Swampscott and Marblehead along the river. And we had some people who had a birthday. We sang happy birthday for them. Everybody had a
You
wonderful
too.
time. Yep.
July
Yep.
birthdays.
We had the July birthday, by the way, you and I, buddy.
Right.
Yep,
Right,
yep.
thank you, Sherry.
You're welcome.
We had we all had a beautiful time. So, again, thank you, and I hope you people do that every year.
Yeah, come
Now,
back.
if I
We
can't
try
make-
to, so we're looking forward to you
come
again
back.
in 2015.
I'll pick you up again.
Right, if I'm still around, you may have to
You
do
will
that
be.
literally, you know.
You'll be there. You'll be
You'll be
there.
around.
If I'm not there, Norris will be there.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, buddy, for the future Columbus Day, either one of you, what are you looking forward, beside this year, coming up in the future for the Columbus Day Parade? By the way, are you going to have Mr. or Mrs. Columbus Day like we
Oh
had
yes,
over
yeah.
there?
We've got the boat already, and they're touching up, repainting it and fixing it all
Yeah,
up and
yeah.
getting it ready, and we'll have Queen Isabella and Columbus there up in the float.
And
Yeah.
they'll be coming from where? I mean, are they going to be East Boston residents? Or?
Yes, they are East Boston residents.
So they
Yeah.
already left Italy to get over
They,
here by
they
Columbus?
left Italy, and
They
they're
took the
on
boat.
their way.
They took a boat over.
So the boat is coming. So we got to look through the harbor as the Santa Maria is
Yeah.
coming through.
Oh, the Santa Maria, the
Yeah.
Pinta, and the Nina?
Well, we have an artist from Italian Anita, which is a group in East Boston.
Yep.
And he's a gentleman who does paper mache. So basically, he does, he takes a lot of newspapers and he's making the boat out of newspapers. So, if you blow up a balloon, you put newspaper on it, you paste it, and then you pop the balloon, and then you have a shape. So that's how he's making the boat.
What happens if it rains, Sherry?
It's going to get soggy.
Don't think, because we need to keep it a good
I know
clear
that.
day.
The ink won't dry.
It won't dry. It'll be dripping the paint.
So you... So,
We'll have lots of floats.
Yep,
We,
could you
we
tell
have
the...
lots of floats, clowns,
Don't look at me when you say...
Yeah, right.
a lot of veterans organizations,
I know that, yep. From
Throughout the
Revere,
state,
Chelsea,
yep,
Winthrop.
all represented, all
Good,
from the
yep.
different cities and towns, and we welcome them to come with their color guards and vehicles and all that in the parade. We'll have all our ROTC units. We'll have the Revere ROTC, the East Boston ROTC, Madison High, Charlestown,
Fantastic.
English High School,
Good.
all of them, and they'll all be up there. We'll have the Winthrop Police Explorers post in there. So,
Tell the people that are listening where the parade is going to start, how it's going to go down, and where it's going to end.
Okay,
So
the
if they
parade is-
come, they can stand the
okay,
line.
the parade is going to start forming in at Suffolk Downs, okay? Coming out of Suffolk Downs onto Bennington Street. It'll follow Bennington Street all the way down into Day Square. Where into Day Square, it'll branch out onto Chelsea Street, coming down there, where they come down to Chelsea Street, right around the corner onto Meridian Street.
Let's say Maverick Square.
Yep, Maverick Square, Chelsea Street onto Maverick
Maverick
Square
Square.
by Meridian Street, making the bend, and coming up and by the East Boston Savings Bank will be 2 Boston fire engines with the ladders across and the big American flag hanging down. And just beyond that will be the reviewing stand, where we'll be announcing all the units there. And of course, we'll get quite a few of the different people that are in the parade to get up there on behalf of their organization or business or sponsorship. We'll say a few words.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
And it'll end by McDonald's.
Yeah, by Liberty Park.
By Liberty
By
Square.
McDonald's?
By McDonald's, by Liberty Plaza.
Yeah,
Yeah, I tell you, I love hamburgers, as you found out yesterday. Because, put a hamburger in front of me and it's gone.
Okay.
And, people, mention a cartoon gentleman by the name of Wimpy who used to, I don't know if he was a Smiling Jack, a Little Orphan Annie, but anyway, he always had a button popping off and he would have a hamburger on there, so I thought that was cute.
Yeah, he'd pay you Tuesday for a hamburger.
Yep. Sherry, can I get back to the young lady here? Sherry,
My pleasure.
You do a lot of things, and I do mean a lot of things. You also host a TV show yourself.
Yes,
which
thanks
is
to you.
No, it's thanks to you.
You're my
I'm here.
sponsor. You're my sponsor.
Okay, I tell you, you're terrific.
Thank you.
Whatever you do, you're terrific.
Thank you.
Tell us about all the other organizations that you do to help out the people, the community. Because you are a real veteran of the community, and especially you,
Thank
buddy.
you.
It says community. See that word? Community veteran. And you are that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Go ahead, Sherry. I'd like to
Thank
have
you.
tell
I
us.
appreciate that. So in East Boston, I help obviously all my chamber members if they need anything. And then obviously in Revere, I try to help out with Suffolk Downs, Mohegan Sun, what they're trying to get the casino. And I mean, you name it, if someone needs help, I do try to help. And so I live in Saugus, so what I do in Saugus is I'm on the zoning board of appeals. I was at Saugus Youth Soccer Association equipment manager. I was on the PTO. I'm on the parent advisory council for my daughter's school at Wakefield. It's the VOC, the Wakefield Vocational School. I mean, there's a lot of different organizations, but I'm happy to help because, you know, it's all about giving back.
Right. And you know, you had a little tough life because I knew you when you were 5, 6, 7, and 8. And you knew my son pretty well, my late son, I should say, pretty well, too.
Yes.
So,
Good guy.
yeah,
My BFF, Barry.
yeah. By the way, I did find a picture of him,
Oh,
not a
good.
baby picture, but
All
a
right.
picture when he was about like 20 or up around that
Great.
age. Yeah. So we're going to do a
I'm happy
show.
that you're on my show right after this show. So
It's a pleasure to
talk
be
about
on
that.
your show. Really, it is, because you know a lot of people, when they hear, they get confused whether I'm coming or Norris is coming. You know, I keep telling them, but they can't tell us apart. So
well,
neither
some
can-
people prefer to call you by your first name, Morris.
Right.
Some people prefer to call you by your last name, Morris.
That's right. I don't care what they call me. I've been called worse than that, Sherry. Buddy, keep going. What else you would like to talk
Okay,
about? the Columbus Day?
I'd just like to wrap it up by saying...
No, we still got about
Oh.
12 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right, but I can do this in 12 minutes.
And then-
Buddy's actually a great speaker. He has,
Buddy, 8 minutes because we want to give her a minute and
That's
a
what
half.
I'm going to say, so I'm going to...
oh, but he's
I don't
really
wanna-
good. Let Buddy run with it. He's really good at
Go ahead,
this.
buddy.
She'll finish the show up, but what's really important to put on a parade of this magnitude,
Yeah.
as you know, from the city of Revere and East Boston, it's at a cost, we rented it at a cost of about $70,000 to $75,000. So we really need the help and support from the people, and they can really do this by help going to our fundraiser, which is going to be again on September 20th at the Don Orione Home on Gladstone Street, East Boston. They'll have a lovely buffet and a great show, which is
Yeah.
called the Dueling Pianos. And I did see them in Winthrop when the East Boston, when the Winthrop Explorers Post had them there for a fundraiser. So it's really a great show. So please try to help us out, what you can, either purchasing some tickets, or maybe if your company or organization would like to buy a table. We really need the support, and we greatly, greatly appreciate
Buddy,
it.
excuse me, do you mean to tell me that you dish out the money sometimes before you even get the money?
You got it. You got it. So I'm booking these bands here, but
Oh.
we're still raising money, and
So-
I know we're going to come through with it. So we, as I said, we really need your help. It'll be a great parade, and please join with us on the streets of East Boston and honoring these veterans and organizations, because this is their day.
Right,
Please.
so I'd like to tell the people of the surrounding community, East Boston,
Yeah.
over there.
Come and see us.
Right, if you want to see the Columbus Day Parade every year, whether Revere or East Boston, sponsor them, donate to them, and help them.
Come to the fundraisers.
I
Come
come
to
to
the
all the
fundraiser.
fundraisers,
Yes.
right, thank you,
The
Sharon.
pasta dinner, you know, when we
Yeah.
really
Go ahead.
had a pasta dinner.
Yep,
That was great.
yep.
I
When you
enjoy-
say pasta dinner,
Pasta.
pasta?
Pasta.
Okay, I don't speak French, but go ahead.
Now let's not confuse the French with the Italians now. We don't want to start any international war.
No, there's already,
Right.
buddy, there's already enough going on.
That's right. So we don't want to we're at peace.
Go ahead. By the way, I got to say one thing. Thanks to you, Sherry, I met a gentleman yesterday,
Yes.
Alex.
Alex.
Alexander,
Yeah,
who comes
Alex.
from Morocco.
Yes.
He does a lot of things for the veterans, and I hope
He does.
eventually to have him on our
Yes.
show right here.
He
So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay, buddy, continue.
All right. And like I said, I'll just wrap it up with our
No,
fundraiser.
we still got 10 minutes.
Oh, we still got 10 minutes? Okay.
your
Oh,
time.
you're giving me good time. Okay.
You
We'll wrap
deserve
it up. Because I would just like to introduce my worker, my assistant that we work great hand in
Please
hand in
do.
this, Mr. Joe Ruggiero of
Yeah.
the Ruggiero Funeral Home. He is serving as the civic chairman of the parade, which he has done for many years in the past. He's a great person. He puts all these fundraisers and programs together. So please call me, my cell, which is 857-615-2549, or Joe Ruggiero, the civic chairman, and he can be reached at 617-590-3035. Please, we really need your help, and I know he would greatly appreciate it. Please, help.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
And with this, we can make a great parade.
Right?
Yeah, and we do have volunteers like Pamela Anderson. She
Yeah.
volunteers. Of course, she
Oh,
lives
yeah.
in Revere. She's everywhere, but she helps out whenever we ask her to help out. With
So Pamela was also from Revere. So
yes,
Yeah.
she's pretty
good.
amazing.
Yep.
She's the real Pamela Anderson.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's a great help.
I know
She's a
that.
great
Yes,
help in the
she's good.
Revere Parade. She's been a great help to a lot of fairs that
course.
have been for us here in East Boston, and she is on the Columbus Day Committee.
That's
So.
good. Now, I've got to ask you, since Columbus Day, you are of Italian descent. I don't know if you are.
I'm
sir.
Irish and Italian, so I'm always fighting with myself, but I always win.
That's good. Which part of you is, by the way? We'll let her go with that.
I'm full-blooded Italian.
100%.
Right. My
Have you ever
father.
been to Italy?
Yes, I've been there about 4 times.
Wow.
My father was from Genoa, Italy. He was born here in the United States. My mother came from Naples. She was born over there in Naples and came over here with my grandfather many years ago. But she was born over there.
You know,
in Naples.
I visited Italy, but way up in the north, way up in Florence, which is up in the
very
northern part of
good,
Italy.
very good cultural and
I got to tell you,
city.
this when I was in the service, and we were in Austria, and we were driving down there, and we got lost. 11, 12 at night, and we stopped at a farmhouse to get directions, and because the roads there are very, very curvy,
Yeah.
the farmers told us that it would be best not to travel at night. And we said we had no place where to go, so they put us up for the night.
Nice.
Gave us a beautiful breakfast in the morning, and we
Nice.
drove down to Florence. We saw Florence. Then we went back to Austria and back to Germany.
That's nice.
Through there.
Good
So
job.
those are my memories of Italy.
Ah, nice.
But the scenery up there, I got to tell you, was
Yes.
out of this world.
Right.
Coming over the mountains there.
Yeah, the Amalfi Coast and all
What-
that.
yep.
Yeah. Very, very nice. Yeah.
So when was the last time you visited Italy?
I was there actually about 5 years ago. Yeah. I traveled all
Have you-
along.
and what about you, Sherry? You ever been out of the country?
I've never been out of, except for Canada, I've never been out of the country, and I was just reviewing my passport, and I realized it's expired, but I only used it once. I do Toastmasters, it's an international organization, and this year, for the first time, they're going to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Wow.
So I wish I was going, but I'm not going, and so one day I hope to go to Italy. My mom's from Sicily, my mom's family.
Oh, is
So
that right?
Sicily,
Very
yeah.
good. Very good.
Yep.
She
The,
comes
N-
from
the
Sicily?
Lombardi's and the Nuccios, my grandparents, yep.
The
get
Lambertis.
it.
That sounds
Lambertis.
like a restaurant or a bakery called Lambertis.
Lamberto's, maybe,
Lamberto's.
but this-
Lamberto's
yeah.
in Revere. Lamberto's. Yeah.
So we gave them a little plug.
Yep, they
That's
came
There's
over,
nothing wrong with that.
came over from Italy, and they were in the north. They actually were in East Boston on 72 Cottage Street. And my mom grew up there, and then they all moved to North Reading in their summer cottages.
You know, it's nice because talking about the boat ride yesterday that I had with you, which I still think about it.
Yeah.
There was a lot of Italian people there, naturally from East Boston, and there was this woman sitting next to me, and she was listening to the music that was coming over the loudspeaker. And I said, you know, we at the Revere Senior Center played that kind of music, the old time, Pericomo, Italian music, polka
Yeah.
music.
Right.
She says, oh, I'd love to come and listen to that. So I gave her the telephone number of the
Perfect.
singers.
Good.
And I told them, if you like to come to our senior center, you have to call a day in advance. And I gave her the phone number, which is, by the way, folks, 781-286-8156. And you should come down to our Revere Senior Center. The lunches are $1.50, coffee and donuts,
Nice.
50 cents. I mean, you,
Perfect.
right.
It's affordable.
Very affordable. So you have a good time, you meet nice people, but we have nice music there too. So she says, I'd love to come down. And by the way, her name was, I believe, Beatrice, and she came from Holland, Amsterdam.
Oh,
So
very good.
I'm sure you know her in East Boston because that's where she comes from. She goes to the Winthrop Senior Center, but she said she would like to come to the Revere Senior Center. So all the people out there, if you go to Revere, Winthrop, East Boston, Everett, Chelsea, or Lynn, spend one day at our center.
See, we have all the cities and towns covered.
Did I cover them all?
You have them covered. We got representation
Yeah.
from everybody all around.
A couple of
And that's what I like.
Oh, we got about 4 minutes left. But a couple of years ago, when I was in Brooklyn, I went to the Brooklyn Senior Center where I lived in Canarsie. And they didn't charge us nothing for the veterans, and they gave us a beautiful breakfast, and we had ham and eggs, or you could have sausages or bacon or whatever you wanted. It was nice there. Tell us something about the Senior Center in East Boston.
We don't have a senior center, but we do have the East Boston Social Center where the seniors go and have
That's
lunch.
where the seniors
Oh.
meet, at the East Boston
But
Yeah.
it's not a
Social Center.
place where you can get around like we do in the daytime.
We don't have that yet. I'm hoping like one day we could.
So
get a
all
senior
you East
center.
Boston seniors, come on down to Revere.
Yeah.
Right,
But
right.
we use the facilities of the East Boston
Social
Social
Center.
Center, where they have their meals and they do their bingo and they have their meetings and everything
That's
else.
what we have in Revere.
Yeah, but-
Okay, Sherry, take a minute
Oh my goodness.
and wrap it up. Go ahead, whatever you like to
So
say.
last year I was excited to be a co-host on the Columbus Day Parade for Revere with Ed and Deb, and that was pretty exciting. Maybe they'll bring me back, and I appreciated that. So I hope to be able to do that again.
Okay, what about you, Mr. Mangini?
Okay, I'd just like to wrap it up by saying thank you. It was a pleasure being here with you. And please don't forget, myself and Joe Ruggiero do head up all these this Columbus Day event. We work closely together. Everybody knows him, that he's a workaholic, a man that
He
is
really is.
his true spirits in the community, works hard
Yeah.
at every event, and does a good job in everything. So hopefully, the next time, I think I'll be stepping back a little, and maybe he'll be stepping into where I am. But
Buddy, don't go.
we'll see how things go. But he's a great person. I commend him for all his hard work in the community, if you know all the fine work that he does.
Yeah.
And he really serves as a great civic chairman,
He is.
and I'm honored to have the pleasure to be working with him.
Right.
Yeah.
And again, I thank everybody that's helped us out on the Columbus Day Parade in East Boston. Thank you for your help and support, and I look forward to working with you in many years to come.
Right.
Thank you again.
I would like to take a minute, but to thank a few people. You know, we had a little tornado here.
Yes.
About almost 2 weeks ago.
Yes, I was in it.
And they did a beautiful job cleaning up. The city did it. I mean, the Department of
Yes.
Public Works under Donnie Goodwin, excellent job cleaning
Yeah.
up. Mayor Rizzo did an excellent job in coordinating all the things for the city that we needed.
Yes.
I would like to thank Chief Doherty for the beautiful job what him and his firemen did. Our Police Chief Caffarelli with the police, what they did. I want to thank all you public officials out there. You did an excellent job, and the people of Revere love you because I was there when the tornado hit.
Right.
And I would like to close, buddy, by saying thank you for taking the
Thank you.
time
It's
to
been a
come on
pleasure
here.
being here. We thank
Right.
you very, very much.
And you, young lady, thank you for coming on
Yes,
here.
sir.
All right? And I want to thank all the people of Revere for listening in. I want to thank all our armed forces that are in the service and our retired veterans. Thank you for coming and listening. And I want to thank our great country, the United States of America. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for listening. And God bless all of us. Thank you.
Thank you.